Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh.
Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Harakakadash.
A double honors to the elders and apostles at GMS Great Millstone, and a sincere shalom to all you out here bringing out this word in diligence and in truth. You know, another week out in Las Vegas, Sin City. And, you know, we coming to push the true words unto you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans who are the true children of Israel, you know? Right. We come to tell you that the Heavenly Father, who you ignorantly call God and Jesus, their real names are Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, you know? Right. And in the midst of everything that's going on in America right now, you know, you got a bunch of rebellious women trying to stand up for something that they don't truly understand, you know? Right now, you got LGBT rights coming up. You got a lot of feminists, and we're gonna hit on that topic today. You know, if you look at the way of the feminist movement, they conjoin it with Black Lives Matter, with the LGBT plus TI, all they little symbols and all that, and then basically they combine it with all wickedness. You know, and the women in the feminist movement aren't truly trying to be equal. They're trying to be above the man, you know, because the characteristics that they're showing forth when they go to these marches, they're showing the characteristics and basically the movements of males, of men. You know, being feminine is completely opposite from being masculine. That's why the Most High put them both together. That's why you got man and woman, not man and man or woman and woman. You know, and these feminists, when they go on these marches, they're screaming loud. You know, a lot of these women, they'll show up with their bras and their shirts off, trying to show off their chest. You know, they're loud. Those are traits of, those are men qualities, you know?
If I may say, the male and female creates balance with the Most High God. The Creator is all about balance. Okay, that's his whole thing is about having proper balance in everything in the earth. To sustain everything going on the earth. When you have men and women and women, that doesn't keep balance. That throws it off. Now you can't be fruitful and multiply, and the circle of life on earth is now thrown off course.
Correct. And contrary to the popular belief, y'all say the woman is really, because the woman is upheld in this society. But the word is gynocentrism.
Gynocentrism.
Yeah, gynocentrism. Basically, the uplifting of the woman and the vagina. You know. But the man is over the woman. Y'all always want to bring up the fact of double standards, and why does the man have so much, and why is the man looked out as this? Well, because the man is a stronger vessel, and that's the way the Heavenly Father ordained it to be. Can we grab that in 1 Corinthians?
Already there. 1 Corinthians 11, verse 3. It says, I'm going to start at the top. This is Apostle Paul speaking to the church of Corinth. All right, this is supposed to be a so-called Christian, God-fearing nation, right? Which is really is bullshit, all right? Because you set up this way of Christianity as a front, but really behind all that, you just wicked. All right, you just do what the hell you want to do. All right. 1 Corinthians 11 and 1. Be ye followers of me, even as I also am of Hamashiach. Now I praise you, brethren, that you remember me in all things, and keep the ordinances as I delivered them to you.
Ordinances is an order.
But I would have you know that the head of every man is Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. And the head of the woman is the man.
And the head of the woman is the man. It's an order. Yahweh Shai, man, woman, child. So it means that the man is basically the head of the woman, meaning through whether it be spiritually, physically, because the man's supposed to be also the keeper of the house. The man runs it. Without the man in the family, the family structure is broken.
Let's say like the head of the household.
The
woman keeps the house, keeps it in order, according to the way that the man designs it. Okay? So you don't get all like the man is Mr. Mom or some dumb shit. For you that's playing stupid.
But you got a lot of you people in the society, you know, whether it be on Father's Day or Mother's Day, the mother is always uplifted way more than the father. You know, always.
Oh yeah, it was dead Father's Day.
It
was dead. It was hella dead.
You got better sales going on during Mother's Day. You know, you got better items you can buy for Mother's Day. The fathers get no glory in the society, because Esau has broken down the father role in this society. You know, by separating the father from his children and his woman, that makes the woman try to stand up in a position where she thinks she believes that she's the man. You know, and a woman can't raise a man child or even a woman child like a man can.
So I say it's like, just want to say it like this: Willie Lynch which if you don't know who that is, turn the video off and go Dougie out to a ditch to die or whatever the new dance is or whatever, right? But Willie Lynch wrote into his letters about how to destroy a nation of people by taking the man out of it, so the woman and putting the woman in position of a man that would destroy the whole family structure. And it's playing out literally like he designed by the blueprint he put out there. What would happen if that happened? Look into the black community, look into the Hispanic and Native American community, and that's exactly what's going on. More so in the black community though, okay? Because this white man used it against you. Got it?
And it backfired on him.
Yep.
Yeah.
And now he catching hell from his woman.
Yep.
Hey, like I say it all the time, you so-called white men that's complaining about how bad it got for you and your women, you created that beast.
Yep.
All these women, you know, you're responsible for why these women got all these liberties and they're doing what they're doing. You give them the liberty, you give them the power, because you're the one that control the society. You pass laws to proliferate them.
You could have put a stop to it. You could have cut it off where it never started. You just saw the wickedness that would prevail against the said people and how you can control that people, but you didn't think it was boil over, just like crack. You didn't think crack would boil over into your own nation, meth and all of that shit, but it has, because you were just reckless. And this lucky, but this design of letting the woman rule over the man is just as detrimental as crack and meth to a nation of people. You got it?
Because the man establishes order. You know, the man is the rock of that family. Without
yeah, show me which group of women built cities, man. All right, just show me that, man. All right, this fucking America's all full of lies and fucking just goddamn
hypocrisies and
crazy shit,
yeah,
man. You know, I can't find the words, man.
Yeah, just full of inconsistencies and bullshit and all types of I think I'm stuck.
There's no logic in this place, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, like what do you say? The movie my dad always used to bring up. He said, if you take out, how do you know women so well? Because you take out all reasoning and accountability.
Yeah.
And that's how you got a woman. It's true. You know, because women are irrational. They're really easy to manipulate too.
Yeah.
You know, emotional. You don't act off of wisdom. You always allow your emotions to get the best of you. And that's why you women out there marching butt naked.
I gotta say this a lot.
Hey, women are basically the ultimate fleshly people.
Yeah.
They're super fleshly. They're like beasts are fleshly.
Yeah. You show a beast something, they gonna go for it.
Yeah.
You show a woman something, they gonna go for it. The smartest women, reverse psychology. It's just that simple. The second level is always what works. Trust me. The first level, and if that don't work, the first level, you just didn't work it long enough. Trust me. They don't go deeper than that. Women aren't deep at all, and you shouldn't have to go deep to deal with it.
Yeah, there's really, I mean, don't get me wrong. There's in the scriptures, there's been a few women that were spiritual.
Right.
But for the most part, in this society, there's really no such thing as a spiritual woman. They all are governed by their own flesh. Okay.
They rationalize, by what they do with their flesh.
Yeah, I wanted to back you up on that point you said about how men are basically the foundation of a family, right? This is Sirach chapter 3 and verse 9. It says, "For the blessing of the father establisheth the houses of children, but the curse of the mother rooteth out foundations."
It said, can you read that again one more time?
Yeah, Sirach or Ecclesiasticus in Apocrypha chapter 3 verse 9. "For the blessing of the father establishes the houses of children."
The blessings of the father establish the houses of the children. You know, whether, especially if you look in our ancient days, you know, whether the father had a craft or what do you call it, a job or something that he had, a trade, a skill, it was passed down into that seed, into that son, you know, and that son would then that's really how the family structure was. It was all like a business, you know. You have sons, those sons will be able to go, whether they till the land or help another neighbor out, they would be able to gain income. And that's why we were moving out at such an early age, because we became men at an earlier age.
And also the lineage goes through the father. In the ancient world, a man can have more than one wife and nobody's tripping. You know, that was the norm back then. But now since the white man got in power, he done confused every damn thing, man.
Kind.
And these women. He confused these women with that monogamy shit.
Yeah.
But that's all right. It's gonna go back to where it was, man. Isaiah chapter 4 verse 1.
Yeah.
Wait till the stock market crash, man.
Kind. And kind, like you were saying, bro. The same women that's out there marching gonna need a man of the Lord, you know? Because you have no as a woman, you have no protection. You can't fight against a man, because they always try to bring oh, well, you got women out there that do bodybuilding and all that. Martial arts and all that. Take a woman from that size, take whatever weight, put a man that's the same weight with the same skill, she never wins. You can't. You can't handle a punch like a man can.
Because she ain't gonna think logically or, oh, let me adjust and think calmly how to deal with that. She gonna get emotional and it's gonna destroy her.
And you're not let these movies.
Right.
These movies that.
Unless Sarah Connor.
Yeah. You know, Laura Croft and shit.
Yeah, don't let
Wonder Woman. Don't let all that shit fool you, man. That's Hollywood. That's a fantasy thing to uplift these women.
Don't let Ronda Rousey fool you, man.
Because as you can see in all these different movies, whether it be Marvel or Army, those women, if they go up against a man, they always show that they whooping the man ass. That's not true. Black Widow can't whoop She can't whoop Green Lantern. You know?
Right.
She can't whoop Captain America. Yeah. She can't. How the fuck she beating the Hawk ass? But what? Like just that. Hollywood puts these thoughts inside you women's minds, and y'all become zombified to the fact that y'all thinking y'all above a man. You forgot. Or equal.
They take it as logic and practicality. Oh, that could happen.
Something as simple as a woman working at McDonald's being a manager. She'd crack under pressure at the hungriest hour. You know, in the job I work at, I seen the woman manager, she just gave in, broke down crying because it got busy. I'm like, what the hell? All we gotta do is put them in their rooms. It's that simple.
You just can think calmly, right?
Right. Like, what are you saying? Like, your life in danger. To work, you doing your job.
Keep going.
You breaking down for no reason. God.
Hey, but going back to the family structure, see, a father usually would have the wisdom and the characteristics to pass down to his son to know how to, when he grows up, he'll take on that same wisdom and same characteristics for him to teach his children. And it would be passed down, and it would be the father would basically install certain instructions and certain wisdoms in his sons, so they'd be able to grow up knowing society and how to survive and how to live and how to actually prosper. A man will teach his son a trade, a skill. He'll teach him how to be logical and know how to reason, be rational. He'll teach his son how to defend himself. He teach him, martial arts or whatever fighting style he know. You get all that from your father. With your mom, she's just gonna tell you, hey, her job really is just to nurture you. Take care of you, make sure you know when you sick, she makes sure she feeds you something that's gonna heal you. You know what I'm saying? She's supposed to
pick herbs to help
give you herbs, take care of any illness that you got. You know what I'm saying? She put the Band-Aid on your little scar or whatever. She's supposed to do stuff like that.
It's just a beautiful thing.
It's necessary.
And it's order, man. We talking about the women that's out of order, man.
Look, your order was to be a help. That's it. That's it. That's all you got to do. Be a help.
Play your role.
Be a help. All right. You are important to the cycle of life.
Yes.
We ain't downplaying that. Don't think that we're sick. And a lot of these women, because they just so emotional. Or you guys, y'all hate women. Y'all misogynists.
We hate these. I'm gonna say, we hate these Americanized harlot ass women. We hate you. We hate, but you good women in order, the ones we never have problems with, we never see, that stay in their role, that settle to their man, they ain't wonton all over the place. We love you women. You are the way you're supposed to be.
We got women.
That's a small percentage.
And we push for that. Yeah, we push for them to be
It's just y'all far and few. That's the issue. You're far and few, man.
To be so many in number, to outnumber men upon the earth, is so few of you.
And that was the point. The blessings of the fathers establishes the house of children. Like you brought it up. Like in the ancient world, these men, they passed down those blessings.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, when was that Jacob? When he was on his deathbed?
Start deviating out.
He established the prophecies of the sons of Israel.
Huh?
When Jacob was getting ready to go, he gave his blessing to Esau. I mean, yeah. Well, he gave a blessing to Esau, but he gave the birthright to Jacob.
Right.
You know.
Regardless how it played out, that's what happened according to prophecy. Okay.
And Esau had more than one wife in the ancient world, man.
Himself, right?
He had more than what he had.
He loved him.
He had multiple wives.
Man, he was in there.
You know, it's just the elites of this society wants to cause confusion for the peons, pretty much. Because the elites, the Rothschilds, Rockefellers, DuPonts, Gettys, those elite bankers, they know what's up, man. They don't put their women in position of power. They don't have to argue with their women. All right. They just do this for the simple, peons, man.
Yeah.
You know.
And you women don't even understand that y'all part of the rising problem. You know, with you believing that you're not equal, you don't get equal rights, equal pay, and all that. Just equal pay itself. It's not the fact, because y'all always try to break it down to women in this field. Well, every field is gonna be different first and foremost, and especially if you're looking into the medical field, y'all say how y'all don't get paid more. Men don't get paid equal in the medical field. It's all about how much and basically the plug or the people that you know in the medical field. That's how you get paid.
They don't factor in if a bitch get knocked up. Maternity leave.
Right.
They don't factor
that matters.
You know?
And that work, you still get paid.
Fine. And when I said that you're part of the problem, you are. Because you believe in that you're supposed to be on a higher level, it's really a war on men. You know, it's a war on our masculinity. Because if you're a heterosexual male, if you believe that a woman is supposed to be in place, if you believe that you could have as many as you want, the law says all things are lawful, but not all things are expedient. You know, if you believe that you can have multiple women, then you looked at bad in this society. But a woman, she'll slut out, she'll whore out for nothing. You know.
Gotta bring up Jesse Williams right now. How much advantage is that?
Yeah.
In a few years with a man, and now you get a high percentage of what he earns.
Yeah.
She getting like 20% a month off of this man right now.
Yeah.
500,000, he get a month. She getting 100,000 of that between her and the kids. That's ridiculous. That percentage is not right.
Yeah.
Hey, but I'm gonna say what Black Ram said. This whole movement of these women in the feminist world. Fight for rights or whatever they trying to fight for is really for their freedom to just be a slut hoe and just live reckless.
Yeah.
That's all they want. They just want the freedom to just not be corrected and put in their proper place. You know, let me be wicked. Let me be a hoe, a slut man. All right, without any criticism. You know,
and you can't say we lying because y'all got marches on it. Slut walk.
Yeah.
And then get mad if you get called one. By a man. You can get called one by another woman. How equal is that though? You know, can you bring that one out though?
Jeremiah 31:22. How long wilt thou go about, O backsliding daughter? Which is talking about the nation of Israel. For the Lord hath created
Slide. If I want to make a quick point, you women act like you guys got it so bad. We are the woman to the Most High God. So we're in the same humble position as you are. So we're not asking you to do anything that we don't have to do already. We just do it to a higher power. And we're your higher power, so you're supposed to do it to us. We don't sit back and talk so damn much.
You acting like pleasing. It's way harder for us to please the Most High than it is for you to please us.
He don't come down and give direct. The Bible is the closest we got to direct instruction from the Heavenly Father. Yeah. You have a man that understands you that breaks it down for you. Particular to the way that you need to hear it to understand it. We don't have that. We gotta deal in the spirit and make sure pray and fast till we get it that way.
Their job is way easier. Please us so you please him. We have to please him through everything, you know? It goes far beyond what you have, the little you have to do. Whether it be cook, clean, help raise the children, or go to work. Those are things you gotta do anyways.
Keep your legs closed to only your men. It ain't that hard.
They can't even do that. Right. This simplest shit that y'all naming, they can't even simply do that shit, man.
Hey, they feel like a dime piece because they do these things that every woman should be doing. This has come with a requirement of a woman.
Con, do
You were created, it's a lot. You were created to do these things. You got it, bro.
It's way harder on. It's harder on us as an Israelite man. It's way harder on us.
Yeah.
We, you know, y'all could be partnered in with. Look how Slack. Look how easy it is for the Israelite woman to just not work and get paid.
Yeah.
You got all these different social media platforms, whether it be Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. All you can get paid for just looking good.
Yeah.
Ain't no man getting flown out nowhere.
If he got muscles and he gotta go tell you how he got the muscles and explain and teach you how to get those muscles. As a woman, you just show up pretty and go home with pain. You know, money in your pocket.
Go to the doctor.
Yo, go get surgery. You ain't gotta earn it. Go get surgery, and now you look good, and now you get paid.
That's real shit.
Yeah.
And then some simp with money, he gonna come in with the cake.
Make sure you
good. Make sure you straight.
The dollar bill cake, right? The cake is a dollar bill.
How long without go or back or thou? How long without go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For the Lord hath created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man.
It says a woman shall compass a man, and that's exactly what's happening now. The brother just told you that the man, he's paying $100,000 a month. When and ever in history has a woman had to pay that amount of money to a man? When do women? Majority of the cases, women are getting thousands of dollars from men from child support. That's not. It's not like it's only a couple cases on it. This is in every state, especially in California
and New York.
And New York too. Women are compassing men, and not only in monetary funds, but in workplaces. You know, you got women that's basically feel like they the man over. They the supervisors. They your managers. They talking down to you like you the woman.
Hey,
oh, you know you need to do this today, Terry.
We cuss a woman out right now, we might go to jail.
Yeah.
That's how serious.
Yeah.
We can correct her straight out the Bible, we might go to jail.
A woman could say you choked her, you hit her, and it's no proof you never touched her. You could be smashing a different girl, and then the woman, her friend, could put the baby on you, and you have to pay child support.
Bro, it'd be Jake's getting out of prison, served fucking 10 to 15 years for rape, and they get let off because they couldn't find no evidence of raping the bitch. Right. So the bitch is she's still living her life, you know, getting fucked by multiple men. She don't get no kind of lying. What's that called? Lying to the courts, to the
perjury,
or whatever.
That happened to that Jake.
She don't get no punishment for that.
None of that.
That happened to that Jake that went to Long Beach Poly, and he found out that nigga bitch lied and said that she raped him. His whole life is ruined.
Are they gonna get
many men?
Are they gonna get her and lock her ass up for lying? Nope.
On vacation, sit out of the country.
That's why it's gonna be a beautiful thing when all hell breaks loose, man. Yeah, because these men out here that's been done wrong by you females, man.
Oh, it's gonna
it's gonna come back on your head.
It's gonna be open season.
It's gonna be a recompense, man. Recompense gonna be heavy.
Can I bring up that movie, The Purge 2?
Yeah.
What happened? As soon as the Purge came, hey, what's up, girl? You gonna act like you don't know me? All right. Let the sun go down. Sun went down. He shot through the door buster, shot her door down, and came in there for her. Remember that scene in the beginning of the movie? That's what happened. That's what it's gonna be like when this kick off.
Yeah, she was humble then.
The number of sexual harassment cases from whether it be in the workplace or out of the workplace, the majority of that is on women. If a man gets sexually harassed by a woman, they just gonna call the man, oh, you gay, you know, something wrong with you.
Yeah.
But if a woman does it, she gonna take this man through hell and back, you know, whether he did it or not, because the courts are in the woman's favor, because Esau is dealing with you women, you know, because y'all right, y'all are his counterparts.
Hey, feminism it's just this simple, man. Feminism is basically these women's ability to use the I'm oppressed, you know, I'm enslaved, I'm a victim card, while still trying to say, but I'm still equal with a man. I should be able to do the same thing that a man can do. All right, I should have the same rights he has, you know, all while still claiming to be a victim. I'm still a. She could be a man and a woman only when it's convenient.
Yeah.
I could wear that man card when it's convenient for me, and then I know how to step out of that and be a woman when it's also convenient for her. She wants to wear both clothes, whichever benefits her for that moment.
And you see that a lot on the videos with Jake and World Star Hip Hop. You know, they'd be at a Waffle House or something, and a demon would come up to him, just start cussing him out, and then he start cussing up with her. And next thing you know, she all in his face even more and swinging. But if he had to push her off of him, or like basically self-defense, he gets taken in cuffs. She gets let by free.
Or you have a whole bunch of simps attacking him and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this shit say, oh, I'm just a woman. Why would you ever hit a woman? Well, why would you be in the face of a grown man?
Yeah, I remember what happened in this kid.
Kind.
We stood on the strip back there. And chick came up. Y'all don't like white men or whatever. I don't remember what the fuck she was talking about, but she came kicking
Took
the
up for the
son.
devil.
Yeah, she was taking up for the
white
youth.
man or whatever. And we was like, hey, you know, stop touching our shit. We'll knock you the fuck out, blah, 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 just talking shit to her. She said, what, you ain't gonna do shit, nigga? I feel like all y'all talking all that. So then when one of us stepped up, like, do it. Touch our shit and see what happens.
Y'all can nod. He stepped
like,
up,
do
like,
it. Touch our shit again and see what happens. I'm a girl. I'm a woman. I am a woman. I'm a girl. Y'all gonna hit on a girl. Like,
Y'all gonna hit a female and all that shit.
Get out of here, man. Like, oh, now the shit, now you wanna use it. And you standing around like that, like, niggas help me.
Right. And so the men in the capes can come up.
Yeah.
Who said what? Who gonna hit a woman? Who gonna hit a woman? Who gonna hit a queen?
Yeah.
You know?
Niggas, you niggas are the
And
problem.
you niggas, yeah, exactly. Y'all helped the white man create that monster.
Yeah.
You nigga, you simp ass niggas, y'all helped with the white man, the faggot ass white man. Y'all helped create this monster,
Yeah,
man.
simp's gonna be dying first.
Yeah, y'all niggas gonna die out, man. Y'all weak, man.
Just wait till the purge come through, man. Just wait.
Yeah, let's go back to 1 Corinthians though. This is because the Lord's gonna put everything back in order, man.
That's right.
All right, back in 1 Corinthians 11:3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is a Mashiach, and the
Lord's like the Lord is the head of us. We gotta be subject to whatever His spirit and His will.
we're submissive to Him.
Right.
All right.
It ain't a one-way street. We get to oppress you, and we gotta be humble to a higher power, like you gotta be humble to us.
Kind. And really, we're being great examples, you know. Because if you know us in our lives, if you know us personally, you should know how serious we are about this word, you know. Nothing stops us from preaching. Nothing stops us from coming out every week on camp day. Nothing stops us from putting up videos. Shows you how diligent we are and how serious we are into the husbandman. You know? Kind.
Yep. It says that and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Hamashiach is Yahweh.
Kind.
And let me jump down to verse 8. For the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man.
The woman is of the man, meaning the woman has to do and is supposed to do whatever the man tells them to do, you know? Because the way that if it's in righteousness, because the household is supposed to be one. You know, with the woman tending to her duties, the man could then do whatever he needs to do in order to help out the rest of his family. You know, because when the woman is basically taking care of the children, cleaning the house, you know, cooking, doing all those things, the man can go to work, come home and install the fear inside his children.
Yeah. And let's not let Esau completely off the hook. He giving you more money. Talking about the woman, he gives the woman more money in the black households or whatever, in Hispanic households. Why? Give them more job opportunities to keep the man looked at it a negative eye. Because your women are simple enough to look at, oh, you ain't bringing the bread home. I got all the stress, so they'll look at you with a negative eye. But then also, he knows that if he don't give you nothing to make her do it, it's gonna cause tension in your household and it ain't gonna run smoothly. So he does that on purpose, setting that up for that reason.
Keep the man out the house too,
Keep the man, and then you don't get none of his goodies, his Section 8, his what's the other one, EBT and all of that. You don't get none of those government assistance if the man's in the house. Why the nigga can't leave his shoes when they come check once or twice a year. Straight up. You got it?
It says, for the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man. Meaning, hey, you come from the man.
Yeah.
All right, let's not forget that too. You have your last name didn't come from you. All right.
Done.
Verse 9.
So like another thing on the women, which shows that you're a possession, you know? Because once you're born, once your father pops your mom, and you come out of her womb, you belong to the father. You're your father's daughter. Once your father is, because especially back in the ancient days, once your father seen that you were of age and were ready to be given unto another man, you then become that man's property. You then become a vessel for that man to create his line.
It was literally a transaction that took place, a monetary transaction that took place.
They do it today in these churches when they get so-called married.
And she was an asset to the house.
Yeah.
That's why
she was an asset in the household of her father. You know, the mom taught her how to nurture. You know, he groomed her up to be a wife for another man.
She had help for the mom in the house.
And basically, she absorbed and learned these different skills that her mother taught her. All right, and also she came up under the discipline of her father, so she's going to be humble, right? And then after that, you know, the father, he had to say so and who his daughter would marry. In this day and age, her father ain't there, so she chooses who she wants to marry.
And
you know she's horrible at that. Because if you was to line every woman up, every single woman up, and you asked them, would you marry the first man that you ever slept with? 90%, 99% of them would say no.
Yeah.
So you're not really fit to even pick and choose your men. Because you even admit that you're horrible with making decisions when it comes to men. Even women admit that.
Yeah.
So that's why it was up to the father to marry his daughter off to a man that he knew was a decent man or a man of the Lord.
Because we analyze things fully before we come to a decision. You know, when that father was choosing, he just didn't see the son of the family. He looked at how the family operated. He seen how the father's father operated. You know, we paid attention to details. How did this man
we were
run it?
family oriented. Like basically, we knew everybody in the community knew each other. You know,
so we knew how everybody ran or upheld their households. You know, we understand that. Oh look, Karataza over there. You know, he has a bunch of land. You know, he makes sure his boys get up early to do their work. You know, he's keeping his daughter head on straight. You know, he has his wife in order. You know, he has his wives in order. He's making sure everything in his family is good so that his sons can receive a inheritance or a bunch of women. You know, so we looked at these different things. All these women look at which pair of J's the next dude got on. They look at the car he drive. His height. Oh, he got to be over. You got the smallest
nice
women.
He got good hair.
You got girls that's 4'6", trying to get a dude that's 6'8". You know, so you women are bad choice makers. Go ahead, bro.
This is Titus chapter 2 verse 3, and I'm reading 5. The aged women likewise, that they be in behavior as becoming holiness, not false accusers. You know, that's what I was talking about earlier. You know, not giving too much wine, teachers of good things, that they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children, to be discreet, chaste, keepers at home, good.
Hold on.
These are all
go past that, bro. You bitches do not know how to keep at home.
All this whole list is what women don't do now.
Yeah.
That's basically what it's saying. What a woman is supposed to do, but these women don't do that.
Thanks to Esau.
You got grandmas that's hoes. You know?
Yeah.
You got grandmas the grandma is hold out the mother and the mother is hold out the daughter. Yeah. You really got generations of that. You know, in my family, my grandma and my auntie was pregnant at the same time. You know?
My sister and her daughter was too.
Damn. And you know what? On my dad's side, my auntie and her daughter, they both had a child not too far apart.
You became another mother and a grandmother at the
same time.
Within the same 4 or 5 month period.
That's a lot, yeah. Real quick,
but no, now let's go back. Now in the ancient world, that wasn't wrong. That happened all the time, actually. Because if you started once your menstruation, say 15 years old, you'd have a kid. By the time you're 25, you still can pop babies. So by the time 25, that's 10 years, another 30, you can still pop babies. And if your oldest daughter is now 15, popping the baby out. It can happen that way. That wasn't wrong, but you but you didn't.
Water.
You did that according to your family, and it wasn't a weird thing, you know. But now, ain't nobody. The mama wasn't ready to have no baby. Then the daughter wasn't ready to have no baby.
That's when you get where your auntie is the same age as you.
Oh yeah, auntie younger than you.
Or your auntie is younger than you. And shit.
It wasn't weird in the ancient world, but in this, the auntie's supposed to be a help guide unto you. But that's not what the uncles and aunties are nowadays. They need your help.
Real quick. Ezekiel 16:44. Behold, everyone that useth proverbs shall use this proverb against thee. It's really talking about Israel, but this is a good ass proverb. Saying, as is the mother, so is her daughter.
Yeah.
That's you.
If I can say like this. We talked about the inheritance that a father leaves to his sons, right? But this is the inheritance that the mother leaves to her daughters. How to be wicked just like they were. To be hoes just like they were. How to use and manipulate men just like they did. That's the passed down women give to their daughters, and how not to take care of themselves properly as women.
Hey, even when it comes down to who they pick and choose,
women
usually pick and choose after who they see their mother bring into the house. I know for sure because, you know, I've seen it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Why
is it that your mom, she's into this type of guy? He's a short, he's always like 5'6", 5'5". This nigga in and out of jail. You know, he's a thug ass nigga, short, dark skin. And then her daughter, she comes up and now her boyfriend is just like this nigga. He's just the new generation.
Yeah, he may not be in and out of jail yet.
Right.
You know, but one day he will. He's leading up to being that.
Nigga still in cars.
And some game I was put on too, just off of women. When you looking to pick your woman, look at her mother. You know, look at her mother and see how she acts. You know, and also look at her physical appearance. If she look torn down and busted, hey, your woman might end up looking torn up and busted.
You don't like the way her nose is starting to the mama's nose is? Guess who knows probably gonna end up looking like that. Let's slide down in the floor.
Titus chapter 2 verse 5. To be discreet meaning, you know, the way she dressed, you know,
like not being
modest apparel. Chaste meaning she's not
that's the
loose.
Beginning of that list.
She's
start back at the top of that list if that's not the top. That's a good list. It's a lot. I don't mean to break what you were saying, but you know, you're saying that I want that context of that whole list to be understood.
All right, verse 3. I'm gonna say this. Feminism, that's another stronghold that we're tearing down through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shai, man.
That's right.
Not just us, you know, because men really worldwide is waking up to this bullshit, man. It's about time this shit is in. It's the end of this shit.
It's enough real men left.
All right, because right now you can still, you know, do what you're gonna do, live it up, have your liberties, have your parades, right, march around half naked, all right. You can do that. Have your simps there for you, but society is getting ready to close. It's getting ready to shut down. You're not gonna have these same liberties no more. All right, well, that's why we're trying to tell you right now. This is the way you really supposed to be.
That's right.
All right, and it's gonna go back to this.
Tell them why.
Because these women is coming after Esau's ass too. They Me Too.
Yeah. And if you don't humble down to a man of the Lord, you have no chance of salvation in this society.
And
you Israelite women.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You Negro, Latino, and Native American.
And you Israelite women are extremely confused. Esau has you in a crazy mindset. Y'all starting to believe, or y'all now believe, that being sincere, being humble, being gentle is a bad trait. That's how you're supposed to be. You know, and when we speaking for us, when we see a woman that's humble and she's beautiful and all that, that's a turn on to us. We like, oh yeah, we could deal with this woman. But when you loud mouth, you know, when you bucking up, when you angry like a man, because don't no man really want no strong nothing, no strong woman especially. You know?
I don't want no woman with the same aggressive energy as me.
Clamorous.
If I yell at her because I'm, you know, disappointed or she getting on my nerves or whatever, that energy, you screaming back at me, getting as loud as me, that lets me know right there, I'm dealing with masculine energy.
Kind.
And when men is met with that kind of energy, we have a reflex. You know what I mean? So that's why it doesn't work.
And that's why so many men get in trouble in Esau society. You know, Ocho Cinco, he headbutted her, because you know she was all up in his face. And it's not just him, it's a bunch of women end up getting the reflex back on them because of their actions, you know?
Bro, go read that list again.
Yeah, let's start at verse 3.
Come.
Titus chapter 2, verse 3. The aged women likewise, that they be in behavior as becoming holiness, not false accusers, not given to much wine.
Man, you women now, in this society, women drink more than men do.
Outdrink.
They outdrink men.
Drink you under the table, like they say.
All right? You see a group of women out there, man, and you go to a function. Have you ever been to a function where it's a bunch of women? They be having bottles out, cover up a whole fucking, man, they have a bar beat, man. These bitches, they come and create their own, they'll come out here to Vegas and have their hotel room full of liquor. All right? I've seen that. I've personally seen some shit like that, man. Their whole bathroom was just full of liquor.
Yeah.
The whole bathroom. The whole counter, man. Okay? And then these bitches, they'll be walking around just out there, man. And the scriptures speak against that, man. Give not a wicked woman
liberty to get
her broad, man. Or a woman that drinks.
Yep.
Cause she'll do some shameful shit, man. And she'll be shameless about it. You know?
Teachers of good things, that they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands,
to have a sound mind, have a what they call it, have your head on straight. All right. Go ahead.
To love their husbands, to love their children.
They don't tell them to love their husbands. They tell them, girl, you need to play the field.
Yeah, you can do that.
I was just gonna say,
You know?
whenever a chick go, girls night out, girl, I'm having problems with my man. Why don't a woman ever say, hey, yo, you need to fix that and get back with him and stay there? Well, that's the one thing that never gets said. Oh, girl, he tripping, he this. Or they'll tell him, oh, he got money, though. It never say, hey, he's just a good man, stay with him.
Go ahead, bro.
The dude could be taking care of his woman, room and board, everything. And he get step out, get some pussy on the side. You cheat on me, I want to divorce you. I'm done. I'm done. Then she gets alimony, she gets child support. She still gets taken care of.
Hey, but uproot everything in life. With that, take the children.
Yeah, fuck the child's life fund.
Esau promotes that through what's that shit? Girls Trip and all type of shit like that.
Yeah, that was the one.
Yeah.
That was the one.
To go back into the example you're talking about, shit, go into her friends and basically and say those things.
Stay with him, girl.
But the friends don't even be having men.
They
be single as hell. Hey, and that's another thing for you so-called college educated Israelite women. Hey, y'all gonna be done. Cause y'all are extremely lonely. Y'all are real lonely. Because you feel like can't no man tell you nothing because you got a piece of paper that Esau done signed off on. You know?
In the back of that woman's mind, that's her friend, she thinking, that's a good man.
As soon as she let him go and he slip up, I'm kidding.
Hey, she ain't telling you she probably fucking him on the side. She telling you he ain't shit, you don't need him, but she trying to fuck him.
Yeah.
You know?
He be eyeing.
Right.
Yeah, more on the list.
Too much to love their children, to be discreet.
Oh, and that's another thing. Y'all don't love y'all kids.
No.
Y'all put the kids y'all put the bills in the kid's name. You know, for a personal example, in my family, my auntie had a son, and my father was helping raise that son. She gave the kid over to the dad, and the dad stuff wasn't situated. But just because the father of him was having he was basically just dealing with another woman except her. So she gave him to the son, and now the son life messed up because the bitterness in her heart. If she really loved her son, she would have just kept him and basically helped him because he was getting help regardless, you know.
Putting credit cards, on the kids and shit, fucking up their credit.
There's 3-year-olds right now with fucked up credit. Right now. Right now.
And then they'll hold their daughters out. Or mess their sons up. If they have beef with a man, they'll tell their son to go and go kill him. and things like that. Now your son is in the system.
They've raised their sons to be emotional like them.
Yeah.
That's what taking the man out the house has done. These young men become emotional like their mamas.
Yeah.
So you better not say nothing about my mama. I laugh when somebody say something about my mama. I'm like, man, you don't even know my mama.
They show you this in the movie Luke Cage. You seen that? I said the movie, the show Luke Cage. You know when he had to kill his dad. I believe it was his uncle. When he had to kill his uncle, his mom was like, "Oh son, you better listen to me." And then the daughter, because she was raised by the mother, she went basically told the brother to kill the uncle too. So what he ended up doing? He ended up killing him through influence of his mama and his sister, two bitter ass women.
Yep. To be discreet, chaste, keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husbands.
Now, those words I'm looking up in the blue letter that actually gives you the definitions, right? Now, the word that I got for the first one was discreet, right?
Yeah.
The word discreet is from the Greek word sophron, and it means of a sound mind, sane in one's senses, curbing one's desires and impulsives, self-controlled, temperate. In this society, a woman does not have, she can't control herself. She has an uncontrollable lust that she just can't compromise, man. You know?
Because
she'll overeat.
Yeah.
As far as her sexuality, she's unlimited with her sexuality. Okay? She's just all over the place, man. Anything that urges her, the desires of her flesh, she's all for it. And like Black Ram said, her favorite term, the favorite term that women like to use, it's a four-letter word. More.
Oh, I got a script on that.
More of this, more of that. I need more of this. I'm not getting more of this, you know? I need some more liquor. I need more shoes. I need some more purses. You know, I need more dick. You know? Not satisfied. That's somebody that's not, they don't have self-control. They're not temperate, man.
And it's not like everything we saying, we have evidence to back it up, you know? Whether it be personal stories, or, you know, Esau likes to go into his statistics or whatever. If you look at that, look at the who's more in the college system, men or women? Women. If for men to have daughters, hey, once they go to college, they about to be gone. They're gone. If they're virgins in college, they're not going to be virgins when they leave.
In high school.
Yeah.
they going to college. They get in college, it's a wrap.
They're gonna try everything.
Yeah.
Literally, they're gonna try everything.
Hey, some Edomites, I've heard this. They do that so their children can experience life like that. But when they get out, they know they teach them to, all right, now tighten up and figure it out. I got a script to back up what you say, the word more, right? Proverbs chapter 30. First off, I'm gonna start at verse 8, then I'm gonna jump down. Verse 8 is what they should be thinking, or what a righteous person would think, right? Proverbs 30 and 8, it says, remove far from me vanity and lies. Give me neither poverty nor riches. Feed me with food convenient for me. That just means be balanced. Give me just enough to be balanced in everything. Women aren't content with being balanced, whether it's just enough, instead of just always wanting more, right? Just enough.
Not to say men don't have that too, because we all in the flesh, but it's way real bad with women, man.
Yeah.
It's very